Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Guys, you wouldn't expect this year's series to go that way, but after last year, you never know.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for New Orleans right now, Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Smith is out there with Kerr, and it's Trent in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Evans against Scott. Evans dishes to Davis. New Orleans moving it around. Inside, here's Kerr. Pass to Trent. The feed to Evans. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Scott. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Here's Trent. Here's Davis. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. It's rebounding that he thinks could be the X factor today. He told me that it doesn't matter what they do in other aspects of the game if they get dominated on the backboards, which is always a possibility against a team that puts so much effort into their rebounding. You guys?
Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you. So, Clark, what does that mean if your man is doing a better job cleaning the paint?
Kevin, that basically means you're being out-positioned and out-physicaled and out-hustled, period.
And it's lights out with the foul. That's his first foul. Back to Kerr. Now the dish to Smith. He kicks to Davis. Drills the baseline jumper.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Scott. Good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
To the inside. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Kerr. And it's 6 points for Anthony Davis. The Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Shot from the wing. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Evans against Scott. Down low and stolen by Murray. Takes a 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Davis drives in, kicks it out to Evans. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Tyreke Evans. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Good on the shot. Kerr's got his first 2 points.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain.
It's stolen by Davis. Smith outside. And here's Kerr from the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now, here's Scott. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto. That's good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Here's Evans. He's got 6. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, it appeared to me as well that they kind of gave in. And I understand it's hard to try to come back, but you've got to show more fight than they did.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And it's Evans missing. Milwaukee leading by 7. Here's Murray, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. That's 10 points for the Cobra.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Evans against Scott. Evans kicks to Davis. So look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays to get them fired up in the past.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. The Bucks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Kerr, the pass to Davis. 20 seconds left to play here in the first. Davis sets a screen. The drive by Smith. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Scott. A finish. And then slams it in.
And it's like raining buckets right now. this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Bucks on top, ending the first quarter with a
lot of face-up, you know.
Well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
So for New Orleans right now, Davis is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then there's Bell. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Kerr in at the 1. Anderson. Scott pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Murray, good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's Kerr for 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Milwaukee leading by 19. Here's Scott. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark. Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Now, here's Kerr. Not a lot of room to the left side wing. Here's Trent. Wide open. Rebound by Murray. Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Scott, good.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Kerr kicks to Anderson. And here's Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And Anderson gets it to go.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Kerr. Kerr's got his 4th assist in this one. Milwaukee leading by 22. Here's Scott. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Scott's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today. A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Plays it up and banks it in. 20 points for the Cobra.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
From deep three-point range, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far, and 4 for the game.
Kerr with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Steele, and it's blocked. Tries again.
some excellent numbers in this one for the Cobra. 18 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
Some changes for New Orleans. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Bell. And Tyreek Evans is subbed in for Kerr. Smith outside. Anderson kicks to Evans. Anderson dishes to Evans. Pass to Babbitt. The rebound by the Bucks.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Babbitt's got his first bucket in this one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Trent passes to Evans. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Uncovered. Good. Evans has got 8 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strengths.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Williams, he's checked in for New Orleans. Davis comes in for Ryan Anderson. Here's Davis. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him.
Scott. That's his second personal foul.
And both free throws good for Davis. Milwaukee's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Pulls up on the elbow. Scott. Good. Scott's got 7 now in this quarter.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Smith kicks to Davis. Goes up on the high post. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Shoots it. Scott. Good. Scott's got 22 points. And the Pelicans with possession here. Evans dishes to Davis. Misses the fallback J.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down.
And through one half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They are completely... And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
They got the magician. Antetokounmpo is out there with Scott. Then there's Scott, and it's Murray in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And Davis puts it in.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Scott. And, yep, couple bounces, and it falls. Scott's got 18 points.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
To the paint, it's deflected. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Murray. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
The shot by Evans, nobody around. The three-pointer, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical, brand of basketballs. Had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Here's Evans. 10 points for him. To the middle. Got a piece of it. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Kerr. Fast break, here they come. Here's Scott, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Let's go to our 2K leaderboard. Three-point shooting, where you expect to see some high percentages from the shooting guard position. And that's just what this group has provided. Take a look at Murray. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
He just oozes with confidence out there beyond the arc. That's where he makes his living, as he should. I mean, given how efficient he's been from long range.
Well, we've all heard ball don't lie. Well, numbers don't lie either. I mean, he's got range that I've put up against anybody else in the league, shooting guard or otherwise. He's an assassin.
For New Orleans, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Scott. Here's Steele. Pelicans pull it in. And stolen by Murray. Shoots. He shoots again, and the layup is up and in. And it's now 22 points for lights out.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And even 3-on-3 break. Scott, good. Scott's got 24.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Kerr's shot is good.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Here's Murray. Here's Steele. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Williams is checked in. High arcing shot. Nice D from Scott.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
From deep, Williams with the block. And he recovers it. Tries again. And he gets the jumper to drop. That's now 26 points for the Cobra.
You look for why they keep giving up buckets here. And their boxing out or lack of boxing out is really what's hurting them.
And having a team score on you like this is deflating. But that's what happens when you don't get bodies on people.
That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Bell.
Substitution for the Pelicans.
1:30 left in the third quarter of the game. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Stolen by Anderson. Evans outside. And stolen by Scott. Murray, the pass to Steele. It's deflected. Now here's Evans. He's got 10. Out to the right wing. Here's Babbitt with the 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Babbitt's got 5 points so far.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
New Orleans gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Anderson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 7.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
The Pelicans have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Kerr kicks to Williams. Here's Evans. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Evans. Some changes for New Orleans. Davis comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Smith subbed in for Steve Kerr.
Anthony Davis.
Steele passes to Murray. Goes up on the wing. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Davis in the corner. It's tipped. Puts it up from 17. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Davis has got 16 points.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Bucks on top, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So for New Orleans right now, Luke Abbott is out there with Bell. Then it's Williams. Then there's Phil Pressey. To the inside, Abbott. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Steele. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
To the inside, here's Bell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Launches it. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Milwaukee's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Scott, good.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Feeds it to Bell. Here's Falls, and it's blocked by Scott. Steele passes to Scott. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Scott's got 38 points.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Scott kicks to Murray, and he banks in the layup.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
On the wing, Williams. To the inside, Falls. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he's good on the second. The Bucks have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Scott, good.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
And so here is New Orleans. Here's Pressey. He's looking for Bell and finds him. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Here's Scott. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Expanding his range. No good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Murray. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Scott, good.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Looking to end the run. Got a hand on it. Now Murray. Dishes it to Scott. The shot. Drained for 2 points. Scott's got 48.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
From the stripe. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Babbitt's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Inside, here's Bell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Here's Murray. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Scott. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Sally, he's checked in for Bell. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Kumbo. There's the 3. Kept alive. Goes back up. He lays it in.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
A disappointing trip to the line there.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Yeah, inexcusable. I mean, he's got to know not to take any chances there. That's just a terrible foul.
Here's Scott. Tries again. Scott. Good.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Tipped away. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Scott with the shot. Sally with the rebound.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Scott. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith. And it was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.